Hello, good afternoon everyone. Am I audible, sir? Please, anyone, can you reply in the chat? Am I audible, sir?
Okay. I can hear you.
You're welcome, sir. Most welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So, let me present the welcome address few minutes, sir.
Sure, ma'am.
Sir? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. A pleasant good afternoon to all present here. And it's my pleasure to conduct this international webinar on behalf of English Department. It's my privilege to present the welcome address for this wonderful session. I thank the God Almighty for the blessings. I deem it a great privilege to welcome our Chairman Sir Dr. Jazan Subramaniam, most respected correspondent Madam Dr. S. Rajalakshmi, most respected Secretary Sir Dr. V.S. Velusamy, and Technical Director Nalin Vimal Kumar Sir. And I cordially welcome Dr. M. Daniel Sir, CEO, and our dynamic Principal Sir Dr. K. Prem Nazir, also COE Sir Dr. V. Kadreizan, and I extend my hearty welcome to deans and heads of various departments, faculty members, and my dear students, also other participants for the program entitled "The Making the Best of Hobson's Choice Independently." I would like to introduce the chief guest for the day. Mr. Mahesh Babu sir is an educationist, coordinator, and English language instructor, Jazan University, Saudi Arabia. Received certificates of excellence in ELZ model lesson competition. Also a member of QSCU Jazan University for 2 consecutive years. Now I hand over the session to Mr. Mahesh Babu sir. Sir, please you carry on with the session, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
So first of all, thank you for having me here. I extend my thanks to all the dignitaries of SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, and I'm excited being here as a speaker for the day. And I'm more excited because I'm going to address my community. You know, when I say my community, I mean the people who are into learning English as their main subject, right? I'm always excited to talk to them because I feel a closeness towards them, because I did the same thing, you're doing the same thing, and I assure you that you have a great future. Okay, so with that assurance, I'll be starting my today's session. So just give me a minute. I have to just navigate the screens here. Just a minute, please. I'm using 2 screens. One is the screen where I will be navigating the PowerPoint. The other one is a screen where I will be checking what is happening. So excuse me if I'm seeing above the screen. Okay, please excuse me that. So now, just ma'am has already introduced me. I'm Mahesh Babu. I'm the English language instructor of Gizan University, which is in Jazan in Saudi Arabia. Okay, are you ready for the session? So now and then, if you want to chat something, if you want to give any suggestions or any questions, please be on chat. I am checking the chat also. Okay, so this is what is the topic for today. Making the best of Hobson's choice independently. Right? So this is I don't know how many of you have gone through the meaning for Hobson's choice. If you haven't, no problem at all. That is what we are going to see now. Okay? So now, the first thing I want to talk about are choices. Right? The first thing is choices. So remember, choices are so important in our lives. Right? The choices you make will change your life. Right? All the small, every day we make choices. From the food we eat, from the clothes we wear, from the messages we reply to, okay, from what we are going to study, what we are going to write, what we are going to do. Everything is going to be choices only. Can you all see the screen? Can you all see the screen, please? Just give me a yes. Thank you. So if you don't see my screen, so please go to the presentation screen and press on that. Okay. So you have 1 minute. It is the presentation, I think. Right. Just go to that screen and click on that pin. You will be able to see the screen. Okay. So now choices. Choices are so important in everybody's life. Every day we keep making choices, right? So we'll go on to this Hobson's choice now. That is what is our topic here. Hobson's choice. So what is Hobson's choice? Okay. So our choices in life are not mostly Hobson's choice. We have a choice. But here, Hobson's choice is something very different. Okay, so it is an idiom. So this is the meaning for Hobson's choice. Taking what is available or nothing at all. Okay, taking what is available or nothing at all. That is what is Hobson's choice. There's a small story behind this. I'm telling you all these stories because I am addressing English students. Okay, the students of English literature and language. So, the more knowledge you have, the more better for your field of study. Just remember that. Okay, so Hobson's choice. This is what is Hobson's choice story here. So if you can read, you can read. Otherwise, I will explain. This is a person called Hobson, Thomas Hobson. He was born in the year 1544 and died in 1631. And he had a business of maintaining horse stable. Okay, he had 40 horses. And he used to hire horses for people who needed them. Okay, so when people came to hire horses, he never gave them a chance. Okay, they had to take the horse that is near the door. Otherwise, they leave without any horse. Okay, that is what is Hobson's choice. That is, you take what is there, or you don't have anything. No, you have no choice at all. That is what is Hobson's choice. Okay, so today, why am I talking about this Hobson's choice? Okay, so Ida Prem. So please click on the pin button. Okay, and then you will be able to see the screen. Okay, so I'm talking about Hobson's choice because as students of English literature, you have a Hobson's choice. Okay, you have a Hobson's choice. What is that Hobson's choice that you have? Can I have something in the chat, please? What is the Hobson's choice that you have as students of English literature I'm talking about? Anybody in the chat, please? As I told you, when I see the chat, I see the other screen. So I will be seeing a little above. So please excuse me for that. Okay, so I'll tell you, Hobson's choice is the choice of English. Right? You have no other choice but to learn the language. Okay, for any other field, it's okay. Okay, but in all the fields, English are important these days. If you want to get a good job, if you want to improve in your career, if you want to reach the peak of your career success, then you need English. But as students of English literature, remember, you have no choice, but it is a Hobson's choice for you. Okay? Okay. So now, what are your career choices? Right? Remember, many people say, okay. So those who are entering, please put your audio on mute. So it will be better for us. So, what is your career choice? Right? So many people keep telling that, why are you doing English literature? What is the scope for English literature? They keep asking you the questions. But remember, English literature really has a lot of scope. And that is what we are going to see now. The first one, teacher. A very comfortable job for people who are studying English literature. Right? You can go as a teacher. Right? A freelance writer. A news reporter or announcer. Advertising manager. Public relations manager. Technical writer. Writer and author. Librarian. Editor. Interpreter and translator. Okay, see how many opportunities you have, how many scopes. There's a lot of scope. Right? Never trust people when they say that English doesn't have a scope. It has a lot of scope. Okay, but the scope is available only if you are ready. Remember that. You have to be ready for all these jobs. Definitely. A literature student can become a researcher. Okay, choose the field for your research from literature. There are so many people around the world doing research in literature. Okay, Janapriya, there are enough number of opportunities for English. You can choose a subject that you like the most and do a research. Okay, so now, as I told you, there are opportunities available, but you have to be prepared to accept those opportunities, right? So, how can you make that? How can you make your career a success? Just take an interview. Okay, once you finish your course, you do your BA literature, you do your MA literature, okay? You do all the things, right? Whatever you want to study, you study. You even do your research. Okay, so when you go for an interview, finally, after all the studies, you have to go for an interview. Remember that. Okay, you have to go for an interview. So what happens in the interview? First, you apply for the job. You think that that job is suitable for you. So you apply for the job. And then there is a written test. Remember, you're very good in your knowledge. You're very good in your subject. You have very good subject knowledge. So you just pass your written test. And then you go on to the group discussion. Then there is a group discussion. So there comes the role of English language. Okay? English language starts popping up here in this point of time. Okay, so remember, only if you are the best, you will be selected for the job. You have to be the best. Okay, today the world is for winners, not for runners up. Okay, just remember that. I'm not asking you to compete with somebody else. Don't have a competition with somebody else. Okay, you compete with yourself. You improve your standard day after day. So you compare yourself with yourself from yesterday. You compare yourself from today and tomorrow. Right? How much have I learned? How much have I improved? Okay? Never say that. See how much he knows. I don't know so much. See how much she knows. See how good she speaks. I don't speak that well. No. Don't do that comparison. Don't insult yourself by this way. Right? Remember, you are different. Somebody else is different. So, there is no point in comparing you and the other person. Okay, you are you. The other person is the other person. So, you have to know how to improve your standards in life. Right? Then, after this goes the personal interview. During the personal interview, remember, only the best person who presents the best will be selected. Right? So here also English is very, very important, highly important, extremely important. Okay, I'm talking to English literature students. Remember that. Okay? For you, English is 100% important. after you finish your BA English Literature, MA English Literature, and if you're not able to converse like in a fluent manner, right, then the 5 years of BA and MA English Literature will be a big question mark. Okay? So please remember that language is as important as your literature, the knowledge in literature. Right? You have to improve both simultaneously. You cannot leave one behind and keep improving the other. Both are equally important. Okay? So, this is how you have to be ready for your success in your career. Okay? So now, how do you do that? Till now, it's okay. It's okay. You haven't done it till now. Now, you want to improve. Okay? Because remember, there is no other choice. Remember, it's a Hobson's choice for you. Okay? This is a Hobson's choice. You have no other choice. You have to improve your English language. So how are you going to do that? That is what we are going to see now. Okay? So, just technical difficulties will come now and then, so don't worry about it. Then, so do you want to make your choice your way of life? So you have chosen BA English Literature for your studies. So you have to make BA English Literature as your way of life. That is, you have to keep in touch and choose a career that is based on this. How are you going to do that? You form new habits. From today, please form new habits. When you start forming new habits, you become a different person, remember. Okay, so how are you going to do that? This is a 21 days magic. Okay, habits. If you want to form a habit, you have to repeat the same thing that you do for 21 days. For example, you have the habit of getting up late. Okay, you get up only at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So now you want to get up early. Okay, you want to make that a habit. If you want to do that for 21 days, without even a single break in between, make your mind and wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, the 22nd day, it will become your habit. You need not wait for somebody to come and wake you up. Okay, you will automatically wake up on the 22nd day. Okay, so this is not only for waking up, for any habit that you want to form. You can form any habit in 21 days. Remember that. Okay, then. Now, are you ready to spend 1 hour in your 16 hours of wake time? Okay, for your personal improvement. As I told you, your choice, Hobson's choice. Remember this Hobson's choice throughout this lecture, throughout this webinar. Okay, I'm going to base my full webinar on this Hobson's choice only. Okay, so are you ready to spend 1 hour in your 16 hours of wake time? Can I get some yeses in the chat box, please? Because I just want to reassure myself that you are listening to me. And I'm not just talking like that to just a screen. Okay, I have to reassure myself that I am talking to people. Can I get some yeses for this question? Can you all hear me? Can you hear me, please? I don't find any chat here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. So can I get some yeses for this question? Are you ready to spend 1 hour in your 16 hours of wake time?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I'm waiting. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so okay. I believe that people are listening, but they're not coming forward to reply. Okay. So if you're ready to spend 1 hour in your 16 hours of wake time, then you can carry on. You can listen to this webinar completely. Okay, so now it's time to wake up. Okay, it's time to wake up from yesterday. Till yesterday, your habits were different and you were a different person. But from today, you're going to wake up and realize yourself or identify the new person who is there inside you. Okay? So, next one we go to is the first one. That is what? Okay, in that 1 hour of your time that you're going to spend for your personal improvement, the first thing comes reading. Okay, remember, reading is insightful. You will be able to go inside yourself and know what you are and where you are weak at, where you have to improve. Okay, all those you will be able to know only through reading more. Just keep reading more and more. For as English students, remember, reading is 100% important. Right? You have to read. So many times you will just see the students of other departments, okay, mostly computer science or some other department. They'll be talking English so well. But the sad truth in so many places is the students who are studying English literature will not be able to communicate as comfortably as the other person is doing. Right? So this should not happen. As students of English literature, remember, you have to be better than anybody else in your English language. For that, reading is highly important. Okay? So, I'm just going to give you a story to read now. Okay? I want you to just read and understand the story. Okay, I'll just give you, it's a very short story. Look at this. Just this much. This is only the story. It's not even 100 words, I think. Right? It's around 100 words or something. You just have to read the story and understand. So can I get a yes after you read the story? Once you finish reading the story, just write an S in the chat box, please. Oh. I'm sorry, I was not able to. Yeah. Gigi, so please click on the pin button, Gigi. Click on the pin button so that you will be able to see my screen. I've been okay. In the presentation, Ida Prem in the still unable. So, is my screen visible to anybody? Can people see my screen?
No, sir, it's not visible, sir.
It's not visible. Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Oh, so till now I was making a. Okay. I'm so sorry. Just a minute now. Yeah, now is it okay? I've been creating a blunder till now. I'm so sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's presentation.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is what happens.
No problem.
when we deal with technology.
It's going good. Very nice, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. So now, this is okay. So now is the time where, so if you give me a little time, maybe I'll just quickly show you all my other screens. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It's a quick one. Whatever I was doing now, I'll just give you that idea of that so that you'll be able to. No, just a minute, please. Yeah. So sorry if I'm seeing up because.
No need to worry.
Okay.
All happens now.
Sure, man. Thank you. So I'm going to this previous one. Okay. So now we were talking about choices. The
Yes.
first one.
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay. So these are the choices. So Hobson's choice. I told you about Hobson's choice. So this is what is Hobson's choice. This is a quick review, that's it. And then what is your career choice? So this, you have to see this. So these are your career choices: teacher, freelance writer, news reporter, announcer. Okay, so these are the career choices. So you have a lot of careers to choose from, as I told you before. Then your interview, I'm skipping that. And then this one, I need you to show you. So habit. Forming new habit is 21 days magic. And then 1 hour of your 16 days of wake time. So now it's time to wake up. Yeah, now we are going to reading now. Okay. So reading is insightful. Right? So this is what? This is the story that you're going to read now. We are getting back. All revision is over. So now getting back to the main class. Yes. So please read this story. Please read the story. Once you have finished reading the story, just give me a yes in the chat box. Just give me a yes in the chat box. Bhavana Krishnan, thank you. No screen sharing. Mr. Chris, you can press on the presentation, this one, presentation pin. Just go to the presentation, just click on the pin and it will be visible. Okay, Kaja sir, just go to the pin in the presentation, in the people, go to people, go to presentation and click that, you will get it. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so done, fine. So those who want to a better understanding of the story, these are the screens here, these are the pictures here. Pictures. Okay, so this story is about a misunderstanding. So every day, remember, we keep misunderstanding people. We judge people, okay, by our mindset. We shouldn't do that. Right here also, this person did the same thing. Right? Let's say it's some dumb glazier. Dumb is something stupid. Okay? But he misunderstood the statement as it's some dumb glacier. But the actual name of the glacier was some dumb glacier. Okay? So we do this always. We do this always with people. Very easily we say, okay, that guy is not good. This guy is not good. What he's doing is wrong. What he's doing is right. Okay, who are we to judge somebody else? Is my question. Right? Unless you know what the person is, what he is into, you cannot judge anybody. Remember that. Okay? So this story gives you that insight. As I told you, reading is insightful. So the more you read, the more insight you will be able to get. Okay? You're going to read another story now. It is a beautiful story. I promise you will like it. This is for your reading. I'm addressing English students. That is why I'm giving you some activities of reading. Okay, I'm just going to read this. I love this story. In a battle camp, a soldier prepares to bring his wounded friend back from the field. His captain says, "It's no use taking the trouble. Your friend will be dead mostly." But the soldier still goes and brings back his deceased friend. Deceased is dead. Seeing the dead body, the captain says, "I told you it's not worth it. He is dead." The soldier replies, "No sir, it was really worth it. When I got to him, he was alive. He saw me, smiled, and said, I knew you will come. Okay? How do you like the story? Do you like the story? Anybody who has a good friend, anybody who loves his or her friend will love the story also. Right? You will start missing your friend. Right? Maybe after this webinar or now you'll contact your friend. Right? This is what is insightful. Okay, this is what is insight. Right? It will really make you a human being. Okay, that is what is necessary these days. Good human beings are necessary these days. Right? For that, I would recommend you to read your stories. So where do you get the stories from? I know you'll ask the next. Recommend you to buy a copy of this Chicken Soup for the Soul. There are various versions of this book. Various versions. If you're a woman, you can buy a Chicken Soup for Woman's Soul. Teenage. You'll be in the teenage, or you'll be completing your teenage very soon. But you will like these stories. Tough times, tough people. Think positive. Right? But choose any one book and start reading. Reading is definitely insightful. Okay, you will become a better person. Your English will improve, and you will be able to succeed in your career. Okay, it's a Hobson's choice. Remember, it is a Hobson's choice. Reading is a Hobson's choice. Don't think that it's okay if I don't read. No, you don't have a choice. Okay? Then, now we are going on to listening. So what kind of listening will be useful for you to improve your English? Sorry. So here, listening is exciting. Okay, you'll really enjoy listening. You can really enjoy listening a lot. Okay, we'll see how. You just watch movies, right? For us, is there any other field of study where they study with so much of entertainment? Yeah? Is there any other field? The big answer is no. The capital letters, in big, bold capital letters, you can say within inverted commas, no. English is the only field of study where you can learn through entertainment. Okay, so watch English movies, enjoy watching English movies, but remember, learn from them. Learn words, learn pronunciation, improve your vocabulary, improve your English. Okay, if you haven't started, or if you think that English movies, I will not understand English movies when I watch, change your attitude. Please change your attitude. Okay, because you are students of English literature, you have to get exposed to the language. There is no use standing in a shore, looking at the water and trying to learn to swim. Can you do that? If you want to swim, you cannot stand on the shore and learn swimming. You have to jump into the water. You have to get into the water. Right? So, if you want to learn English, you need not get into the water. Remember, you have to get into learning English. You have to get into the language. Right? So, watch movies. Then, stand-up comedies. If you want to have a good laugh. Okay? Remember, you want to have a good laugh. So just, watch stand-up comedies on YouTube. Right? What not does the internet, I'm sorry, I'm not putting it right. Okay, what doesn't the internet have? It has everything for your improvement. Right? You can just improve yourself. If you want to improve yourself, just get into the internet and improve yourself. Okay? Stand-up comedies. It will be exciting to watch stand-up comedies. Here too, please watch it with subtitles if you think you have to improve your language and the pronunciation. Then, TED Talks. Okay? So have you TED Talks? I know many people would know TED Talks. As English students, remember you need to know what TED Talk is. So what is TED? Okay, TED, TED Talks. I think some of you may be, listening or watching TED Talks. But have you ever thought about what TED stands for? The technology, entertainment, and what is D? I forgot what D is. Digital, I think. Digital. Design, exactly. Thank you, Sukanya. Thank you. Design. Okay? So, TED Talk. Start watching TED Talks. So, these are for listening. Okay, here you even watch, but give more importance to the language. Okay? Then. So how are these two skills useful? Right? You are reading now, you are listening. But what is the benefits that it will give you? We'll see that now. First one is vocabulary. We know it. We are going to improve on our vocabulary. We just come to know a lot of new words. Okay? And now the next one is pronunciation. I'm going to give you a small test now. Okay? Test means every way. Test means the eye will go high. Test? No. This is a simple self-grading test. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some words. The first word, for example, is this one. Okay, I'm going to show you some. Exactly. The more you listen, the more you can speak. Definitely. Okay, so these are the words, right? So what I want you to do is just pronounce them in your mind, okay, to yourself, and then I will pronounce the correct. I will give you the correct pronunciation. You check if you have pronounced it right. It is a self-exam, a self-grading exam, a self-grading test. The first one. You have pronounced it already now, I know. Plumber. The right pronunciation for this is plumber. You know what this is? This is a drug. This is marijuana. J silent. In plumber, B silent. Okay, so just go to presentation, Gigi, and press the pin button. The pin button. If you press the pin, then you will be able to see the presentation. Okay, can you see the words? Can you see the words? The others, please give me an assurance. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So, first one is plumber. Second one is marijuana. Number 3, just pronounce and then I will tell you. Just click on presentation whenever you're coming out of it. Okay, whenever you are not able to see the presentation, click the pin on the presentation. This is elite. Sweet. Cuisine. I know many of us pronounce this wrong. Many of us. This is asthma. TH is silent here. Asthma. Shiba, please press on the presentation pin button. Then, this is a famous word now, but many people are getting this wrong. Many people. This is quarantine. It is not quarantine. No, it is quarantine. As English students, remember, you have to pronounce famous words correctly. This is very, very famous now. Quarantine. What is this? Envelope. This is envelope. What is this? Yacht. and this. Alias, alias, alias. This is very famous among English students, right? And we pronounce it wrong. Most of us, okay? Not everybody, most of us. So this is what English movies, TED Talks and stand-up comedies will do to you. It will correct your pronunciation. Okay? It will correct your pronunciation. Fine? So those who cannot see the slide, please go to presentation and click on the pin. Okay? So that is what it will do. So please take your time every day to improve your pronunciation by watching these different kinds of videos. Okay? Now we'll go on to the next one now. So the next thing you have to do is writing. But still I can't see. Okay. Can anybody help? Miss Sheba, to see the presentation? I don't know how to help. She's not able to see the presentation. So we just have to go to presentation and click the pin. But are the others able to see? I think. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So now, thank you, ma'am. So creative writing. The next one, you have done with reading, we have done with listening. So now we are going to writing. Writing is resourceful. Okay. As reading is insightful, listening is exciting, writing is resourceful. You get a lot of resources from inside, you bring it outside because it is productive. Okay, writing is a productive skill, not a skill. Yeah. Writing is a productive skill, right? So listening and reading were non-productive. Okay, this is productive. So how do you do this? How do you make this? How do you bring the resources that is hidden inside you outside? Okay, the first one you do is practice diary writing every day. Okay, I know there will be a fear. No, somebody else will know my secrets. No, don't write anything that you don't want to write. Okay, here you have a choice. This is not a Hobson's choice. Here you have a choice. You can choose what you are going to write. Right? You write about something exciting that happened during the day. Every day is the same, remember. Every day is the same. But the events are not the same. The events are similar or different. Right? So write those events that really captured your attention during the day. Okay? So practice diary writing because you're doing a productive skill here, and the words that you have learned through reading and the words you have gained through listening, you will be able to apply in your productive skill. Right? So this is how you remember the words that you have learned. Don't rely on your memory. Please don't rely on your memory. The memory is deceiving. It will deceive you very easily. Okay? If you want to remember something, write it down. Maintain a diary. Write it down. Without writing it down, without revising it, you will not remember words. As students of English literature, you have to have a separate diary for your English improvement. Right? In that diary, you should write down everything new you have learned. Because your memory will deceive you. Don't think you put everything in your head and that will stay there. No, it will not stay. It will go away. Okay? So practice diary writing. Maintain a separate book to write down everything that you want to really learn and remember. Second one, write messages in full sentences. Now message writing, it has become a part and parcel of our life. We cannot avoid writing the messages, right? So what we are doing, do it in a full-fledged manner, right? So write in full sentence, write messages in full sentences, so that your English will improve, your messages will be clear, it will reach the other person as you want it to reach them. Okay? Because words in short sentences or, those things will easily mislead the reader. He will misunderstand your messages. But when you write in full sentences, there are so many benefits. Your English will improve, your message will be very clear, the reader also will understand the message in a very clear manner. Okay? Then, grade your English through online tests now and then. Okay, you can get into Google, as I told you. Internet is a big source of knowledge. Okay, so get into that. Get into some kind of tests. There are online tests. Do the online tests and grade yourself. If you get full grade, you'll be happy. If you don't get a full grade, you will know where you are going wrong and where you have to improve. Okay, so these are the 3 things for writing. Then we are going on to another one, exercise speaking. Okay, I'm writing exercise speaking because speaking is really an exercise. Right? You cannot do it so easily. You have to strain yourself. Okay, you have to really think a lot. You shouldn't make mistakes. You'll be conscious about it, etc., etc. Right? How can you improve your English? Or that is your speaking skill. Speaking, remember, helps. Speaking, the practice of speaking I'm talking about here. Okay, speaking really helps you. How does it help you, or how can you improve your speaking? Speak with classmates in English. Remember, your classmates are the best source of improvement for you when it comes to speaking. Because you all have a common goal in front of you. Okay, your goal is the same. And you are community, which is you're a peer group. A peer group aimed to reach the same goal. Okay, help each other. The best help you can give somebody else is a help of knowledge. Okay, if somebody comes and tells you, only because of you my English improved, okay, that is the best happiness you get in the helping category, right? So speak to your classmates in English. Remember, inside the classroom, you are English literature and language students. Inside the classroom, you should never use another language but English. Okay? So please remember that. Speak to others in English. That is the best way in which you can improve your spoken English. Then, narrate a story to yourself. Narrate a story to yourself. Okay? So, you just stand in front of the mirror and whatever movies you have watched or whatever stories you have read, okay, you just stand in front of the mirror and narrate the story. Narrate is telling the story, right? Narrate. So, narrate the story to yourself. Remember, first time, the confidence level will be down. But always remember, the first day or the second day, everything will not be a success. If you are a player, if you are a sports person, okay, imagine how many years you have strained yourself. how many years of practice was involved for you to become a good player, right? So that is what the same thing here in English also. English is not something new to you. English is something that you already know. It is with you all the time. It is around you. Okay? Only thing is you have to open your eyes to it. Okay, if you open your eyes, it will come to you. Okay, with a little practice. Practice makes a man perfect. Remember that. Practice makes a man perfect. Always. Then, imitate native speakers. This is also one more thing. When you watch movies, take some time. Okay. Remember, the first movie that you watch will take a lot of time because you have to understand the dialogue, you have to understand what is happening, you have to check the pronunciation, you have to check the meaning of the words. You have to do a lot of things when you are watching a movie. The first movie will take a lot of time. But as and when you keep on following the practice, as and when you make it a habit, your time will gradually reduce. The first movie that was for 1.5 hours, if you had watched it for 4 hours, the second movie will become 3 hours 45 minutes. Right? The third movie will become 3.5 hours. So that way, gradually your timing will decrease. Okay, and learning, remember, you cannot see your learning. You cannot see what you have learned. You cannot judge yourself when you are learning. Learning happens in a subtle manner. Subtle is, you don't know that is happening, but it is happening. It is just like aging. Okay, can you see yourself aging? You stand in front of the mirror every day. Every day you see yourself in front of the mirror. But do you see yourself aging? 2 years back, if you see a photo that was taken 2 years ago, then only you realize how much you have changed. Right? So aging is taking place in a subtle manner. S-U-B-T-L-E. S-U-B-T-L-E. Subtle manner. Right? So learning also is the same. It happens in a subtle manner. It happens I don't know if I can use the word subtly. I have to check that. Okay, these doubts keep on coming. It has to come. These doubts should come to you. Now suddenly I'm getting a doubt whether I can use the word subtly. I think I can, but I have to check it out. So these doubts should come. Then only you are learning the language. Okay? So this is what is for speaking. So speaking really helps. Okay, so these are the 4 things that I wanted to tell you about English language. I am talking to English literature language students. Okay, that is why I made it a little more interactive. Okay, so with that, I finish my speech. If you have any questions to ask, you're welcome. This is the question session. So I'm open to questions. 1 minute, I'll see. Yeah. Cover active vocabulary. Okay. I can't see. Sorry, I'm just reading the chats now. That is in the other screen. So if you have anything to ask, you can please ask me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shiba. Definitely clearing one's doubts. We are all learning. Okay, there are subtly can be used in sentences. Okay, thank you so much. Subtly can be used. Okay, it's an insight to me. So every now and then you keep getting these genre. Yeah, Shiba, the genre. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'm reading the chat now, but if you have any questions, please teach to the medicos. Okay, you mean the medicos? What is medicos actually? Is it the students of medicine or something? I don't know. I don't know what medicos is. So if I have to teach somebody the English language, then I will make them do these things. Okay, I will make them read, I will make them write, I will make them listen, and I will make them speak. Okay, this is not a knowledge. Language is not a knowledge, remember. Language is not knowledge. It is a skill. Okay, skill comes only through practice. If you think that the people who are speaking English is knowledgeable, that is a wrong notion. That's a very, very wrong notion. It is just a skill. If you practice, you get it. That's all. Once you practice the skill, you get it. Finished. Practice only is very, very important. It is just like the football you play, the cricket you play. Okay, just like the cooking. If you see women, they cook. Do you think they are born, with the knowledge of cooking? No. They cook, practice, and improve their skills. Okay, so this is also a skill that needs only practice to improve. Of course, you will gain a lot of knowledge through reading, through listening, through writing, and through speaking. You gain a lot of knowledge. Okay, but English language as it is a skill only. Okay, yeah. He should be self-motivated. Definitely, Mr. Prem. He should be self-motivated. Okay, you should have that interest. You have to really improve. You have to create that interest in you. Okay, as students of English literature, if you want to be successful in life, you have to speak English. Right? You cannot go to an interview and say, I've done my master's in English. And when you speak, you should not keep on, having gaps there. You should not keep filling the gaps with yeah, that way. Okay, that should not be there for English literature and language students. Fluency is a must. Okay, fluency will come only when you practice. Okay, as I told you, swimming. You want to learn swimming well, you have to get into the water and keep swimming. The more you swim, the more good you become. Right? More excellent you become. The same way, English also. The more you speak, the more you get into English, the more excellent you become in your English. Okay? Definitely. Literature students should develop their passion for reading. Definitely. Arnagiri. They have to develop. That is the quality of a literature student. Okay? You should be passionate about reading. Okay? And that reading will do a lot of good. It will not improve your language alone, but it will improve you as a personality. Okay, as a personality. I'll tell you a small story, just to tell you how reading will improve you. This story I've read somewhere before. Abraham Lincoln. Okay, you all know Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln used to go to hospitals, okay, to visit patients. So once when he went to one hospital, he saw a boy, a soldier, okay, a soldier who was about to die. The doctors told him he's about to die. And then Abraham Lincoln is going towards him by his side and asking him, can I do something for you? And the soldier says, I need to write a letter to my mother. Will you help me write a letter? And a paper and pen is given to Mr. Abraham Lincoln, and he starts writing the letter. The soldier says, hi mom, I don't think I will be able to make it. I'm sorry that I will be leaving you. My kisses to Maria and John. Give my respects to Dad. Okay, that's all. This is the letter. And then Abraham Lincoln is including one more sentence there. Written to your son by Abraham Lincoln. Okay, then he's giving the proofreading for the soldier. He's just seeing the letter and asking, are you really the president? Okay, Abraham Lincoln holds his hand and say yes. And then till the soldier, the soul of the soldier leaves his body, he keeps holding the hand and sitting there. This is the story, right? So this is what is reading. It will make you, it will soften your heart. Okay, that is what we need. We need good people around. We need a lot of good people. And the good people will be developed through the habit of reading. Okay, please buy Chicken Soup for the Soul. Okay, please buy Chicken Soup for the Soul and read. Okay, please buy this book. This has got such great stories. Okay, if you read this, you will really become a changed person. Okay, thank you. So if you let me talk, I'll keep on talking. So now I think my time is over. Yes.
So
My
let
time
me
is up.
present a small vote of thanks, sir. So thank
Sure, ma'am.
you
Thank
so
you.
much for handling the session, sir. It's really mind-blowing, fantabulous, sir. And by sprinkling the beautiful stories, you have added a nice flavor to the session, sir. It's really interesting. I thank all the participants who have actively participated. I thank all the faculty members of our department for their support. And my special thanks to Mr. Paggio, sir, coordinator of the program. Thank you, one and all. And the link is given in the chat session, and by clicking on it, you will be receiving your certificate, sir. If any inconvenience, you can contact us through the mail. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's my great pleasure. Thank you for having me here again. I wish you all a very good day. Please stay home, stay safe, take care of yourselves. Thank you very much.